Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I have a fun read for you guys today. Today is kind of going to be about the Eight of Wands moment. It is kind of about being swept off your feet, infatuations, romance, results, solutions, all of this stuff, action. Really exciting time. Something is building in a very big way, and I want to see what it is for each one of you. For some of you guys, it might be a lovely kind of immersion in work where you're getting really beautiful results. Others, it may be that you're kind of putting an infusion of really well intentioned energy into your family and healing some disconnected disconnection issues there. Others of you guys, you have people that are really observing you on social media, at work, in school, and they are literally crushing on you really hard, like infatuation time, where they're checking out every single thing on you to figure out who you are, where you come from, all that. Not stalkerage, but just really major crushing. That's happening. It's really cool, and I feel like you're getting restrictions are really rising from you. You're really, really having a deep understanding that you can go do and thrive in any arena that you want to right now. It's October, November is a super powerful phase where people just make quick adjustments. They get their eye on the prize. They focus. They put intention behind it. They go and they do this. It's really, really remarkable energy. So, let me give you an example today in terms of choosing our moods. Today, I went to this great psychic fair and I got some great crystals and stuff. I'm going to add them to the shop. But what had happened was directly after that, I stopped at this little restaurant to get my son a snack. The kid was all alone and he was really busy. And I saw after he did my credit card, he put it down over in a weird space, and right then my brain registered, remember to ask for that. However, he started a conversation, here's this and that. I had so many things in my hands. I left. I drove almost all the way home when it clicked in my head, you don't have your card. So I turned around and I'm serious, on the way back at first I'm like, oh, that's really great business practice to have your customers have to come all the way back for their cards. I'm thinking, I'm getting all upset. I said, wait a minute. This kid was really busy. You should be responsible for your own card. And then it ended out working so beautifully because I chose to be in a good mood. I actually ended up going to a store next to that, finding the perfect coat and some other gear for my son. So it was a really good day because I chose at that moment to say, hey, this was your responsibility as well. Make the best of it. You're going to be in this little shopping area. Just cool out and chill. I could have gotten all head up. It was raining, but I was like, you just had the best vibes from this great psychic fair. You got great stones. Really relax. First of all, you have a car to drive around, and secondly, you have a credit card to buy food with and money to do it with. So what's your complaint, y'all? So then I just simmered down. And this is kind of what's going to be happening to you. Instead of things being obstacles and annoyances, they're going to be lessons that you quickly flip the switch on and you turn to your advantage, like in a really great way, you guys. So we have 3 choices, and I have corresponding stones as well. Number 1 is fairy energy, growth, expansion, and flowering. And you have a beautiful rose quartz heart. I love this. I got these at the fair today. I'll put them in the shop too because I love them. I use them as palm stones, and I'm going to be having those in when I make my love boxes for y'all. So I love that because it really is a time of growth and expansion in a huge way, mentally, spiritually. A lot of you guys are having breakthroughs. I'm hearing a ton of people talking about, the third eye ache right there in the center of your forehead. Some dizziness, all of that, you hearing things that turn out to be exactly what you heard a moment before. Really, really precise intuition. It's excellent. So number 2 is sacred journey, introversion, seeker, and self-knowledge, and that has a beautiful amethyst. These I never really paid attention or saw these very often, these cuts. Absolutely love this style of stone. So again, I feel like you're really going to dig deep and go, I have some innate knowledge of this that's just kind of like ancient knowledge, and if I tap into it, it's going to help me have bigger awareness of what I need to do to move forward in a peaceful manner. And then we have number 3, the healing temple, the lunar light, life cycles, energy healing, communication. And then I just have a regular crystal quartz. I love these points. They're very, very powerful, and they're very helpful with other stones because if you place them with them, it magnifies the natural capacity of the stone it's next to, which is great. I feel like this group right here, you're going to be able to heal yourself very well. Like I did this thing where I put my fingertips to fingertips and I could feel like the vibrating energy and the transference of energy and kind of keeping energy within, inverted energy, healing energy, and letting myself know, that you can feel that. It's like electric. So you kind of like flip this switch of When I slow down, I breathe deeply, can lower my heart rate, I can focus, I can feel really good, and I can communicate with spirit, myself, and all of that, right? So we're going to start with number one, which is fairy energy. And you got Miss Sunshine. I love that. So again, I'm going to be using the Oracle of Mystical Moments. I love the artwork. I just want to bring this up close so you can see it's so beautiful. Look at that. This makes me want to paint like crazy whenever I see gorgeous artwork like this. I'm like, okay, bust out the paints. So Miss Sunshine is talking about a woman rises high into the sky. Her hair shines bright like the sun. Her skirt looks like a huge building. She comes from a darker place. Beneath her lies gloom and shadows, but her light is glowing. She is the energy of life, the sun of the universe. She focuses her intentions on the positive and is able to gain clarity. She leaves the night and fears behind. So this is about focus and intention. And when we decide that we choose our mood, because we do, it all firstly comes from our thoughts. When we wake up, if we say, hey, this is going to be a good day, I'm going to have good results. I'm going to make friends. I'm not going to, get dragged down by any negative energy. I'm going to utterly focus on being happy, because from that derives all the other benefits, right? When we decide to be happy and see the beauty in everything, all of a sudden food tastes delicious. We start making wise dietary choices because we're caring for our body, our vessel. We don't speak irrationally. We don't just lash out. We pause, we breathe, and then we have a very well integrated thought process before we respond, meaning how is what I'm going to say, how is that going to affect the energy, the relationship, everything that's going on, right? Like, I love those characters in movies that aren't just always talking. They're very pensive, they're thinking, because they're getting a kind of general override of the energy, the temperature of the room, how they affect it, how others are affecting each other. It's like a chessboard, right? If you're always galloping around at 100 miles an hour, you can't get a vast overview of what's affecting what. And if you really pay attention to people's faces when other people speak, you'll see how they're responding to that. Certain things will make them wince and back up and look frustrated, look bored, because the language they're using. Are they leaning in? Are they being aggressive? Is their tone loud? There's all kinds of different things that affect the human psyche. So when we get a grip on that, we can realize that we can be very persuasive and very powerful when we speak and we're around people, because we use a very gracious, gliding type of energy where we're very calm. We're not abrasive. Like, you ever see those people where they are just constantly talking about themselves, their needs. All of a sudden you feel like you're withering in the conversation. You get tired, you get drained, because that person is like a succubus. Some people are not aware. So it's like, really watch that dialogue between people and you're really going to know what's going on. So let's get some tarot as well, and we will see what is going on and what this pertains to. Oh my God, you are just sun on top of sun. So this is basically, this group right here, this is crazy. So yeah, this is going to be like a love alliance. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. There is a lovely, lovely kind of huge crush going on. Somebody in your work or school space has been watching you and just thinks, you're just loveliness incarnate. Something about the way you move, you speak. And I feel like some of you are kind of introverted and shy, and you don't just, you're not just all over the place and having huge conversations, but they find that very charming. And they're thinking of ways to approach you because you bring them a lot of positivity. Something in the way you act, say, or do makes them feel inspired. It makes them feel good. And they're looking at ways to kind of approach you because they have a lot of longing for you. You know what I mean? It's like that thing where they have this strong desire to really speak to you, and they have this kind of beautiful it's almost like a fantasy land in their head of you, doing things together, going places, warm reception with your family and theirs. When they're watching certain shows, they put you in as the main character, and they just see you bring a bright beacon, a bright light. Like, you do give off good, really nice healing energy and warmth and stuff. And they're waiting to bring you this kind of offer of affection, but they don't want it to be just clumsy. So they're kind of like orchestrating it, but I feel like it's going to take place fairly soon because they know, fortune's going to favor the bold. We can wish a million things, but unless we have that approach, we don't know. And for whatever reason, they also think that you're completely oblivious to who they are. I think they are in your periphery, and you do have kind of like, you have a feeling of who it is. So please comment down below if you do have a feeling that somebody's kind of checking you out from a distance. Maybe they might have been dropping you a few lines on social media. You just feel like when you look at them in class or at work or pass them by, that there's some transaction of energy, because there definitely is. And they're waiting for this kind of like nice way to approach and like say hey to you. It's really nice. So I'm going to pull one more card. So Eclipse Mermaid is a powerful energy shift. So I feel right now that you're going to step into this kind of like Shazam moment where it's like you feel at any given time when something is going on, you're going to express yourself. You're going to express yourself really clearly, very well, very succinctly. And normally, you know, it's like you don't like to draw attention to yourself, but you have these great ideas. You have, now you kind of want to be included in what's going on, and this can be in family life, school life, work life, where you really want to step up and be part of what's going on. You know, you have a lot of curiosity, and you're discovering some gifts and talents that you have. So you're like, it's small moments in life where I step up that really make creative endeavors happen, that move me forward in life, that connect me to people, and you're really getting attracted and attached to that beautiful energy. And it's going to serve you well and bring you some good dividends in a lot of ways, socially, economically, and otherwise. You're just going to feel like you're stepping into this beautiful power, and you deserve it. I feel like October, November are kind of your power months as well. So really ride that wave, because you have just a really great optimistic outlook on things. You know, you're feeling good, and I love that. So that is you, a group one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. You may be a fire sign as well, because I feel all this fire coming in. Comment down below if you are a fire sign, if you're a Sagittarius, if you're a Leo, Aries, I definitely feel some fire energy coming in there. And this is also something that you're going to create with this momentum, this 10 of Cups moment, good cheer, a lot of fun alliances, a lot of great camaraderie, a lot of good friends, a lot of elevated energy in a really big way. So beautiful. And again, I don't know if I already said welcome to my channel. So don't forget, all the links are down below if you need a private read. Thank you guys for ordering all your private reads and my jewelry from my Etsy store and crystals and all that stuff. I appreciate it so much, and my patrons for supporting my channel. I'm able to get some really cool decks these days, and really devote myself to make 1 or 2 videos, public videos for you guys a day. I just can't even tell you how much gratitude I have for you guys. So love and light, group one, beautiful. Also, maybe you should get a little rose quartz and carry it around, because you're exuding beautiful love energy right now, very Aphrodite goddess, like you know, like you're very magnetic. So you're probably gonna have a lot of people approaching you, and you're like, whoa, who swallowed love push number 9? Take it easy, people. You know, sometimes it's weird when we have that effect, right? We'll be having a conversation and people see warm smiles and they like that and the relaxed energy, and they'll move towards it. Then all of a sudden you'll have a group of like 5, 6, and it builds of people around you. And then all of a sudden you feel like you're speaking to an audience, because people just want to be included in warmth. It's like an energetic hug. And that's what you're doing right now for people. So beautiful. Okay, so now we're on to sacred journey number 2, introversion, seeker, self-knowledge. So I feel like on occasion, you're going to do this beautiful thing that is so healthy. You're going to pull back from social groups. You're not going to have fear of missing out. You're really going to go inside, dig deep, and say, okay, what is going to offer me some serenity, happiness, focus, and make me feel really good at this time? Really seeking some balance in your life, because you're seeing certain patterns that you feel like time is wasted, money is wasted, and you no longer want to do this. You don't want to go on Amazon. You don't want to go on eBay when you're bored and be like, oh, some stuff will be fun. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's like your PayPal and everything's all decreased, and then you just have stuff. So you're kind of trying to move away from that. You don't want an accumulation of things. You want an accumulation of like good feelings, like banked feelings. So you have like energy and you have fortitude to focus on these projects that are coming up and all this great stuff that's going to come up for you creatively. Okay. So you got the journey card. Oh, what's that about? So this is about love of adventure, curiosity, and appreciation. So a young girl gently rides a deer. Both the girl and the deer are having fun on their adventure. They're playful, they're curious. Sometimes we get so caught up in the destination, we forget to appreciate the journey. But if we neglect the little things in our path, like the soft grass under our feet, the unconditional love of an animal, we're missing out on precious moments. A new friend or acquaintance with a different point of view can help us see things we may have overlooked. Absolutely. sometimes we set certain patterns and we go straight to it, right? Oh, I got to do this here. I got to get to the finish line. I've got to get the blue ribbon. I've got to get that. And again, I'm always saying this too. It really is in the journey. Like I was saying earlier, when I forgot my card at that restaurant, I was like, oh, and then I was like, well, why don't you make it a fun thing? There's a cool shop right in there, pop in there and then that. And then I ended up getting something that was really necessary at this point, and it was really nice. And I had a good chunk of time to do this, and we decide where we're going to put our focus and attention. So let's do it on all the little beautiful things out there, right? Like, you ever wake up and just find your cat sleeping in the most weird positions? I always go and just get cameras, or I sit and I watch them. I start to feel really good, warm, and relaxed, because those are the beautiful moments in the world, right? Those are the magical things. They are the things that we should look for, the beautiful, warm moments here. So let's see what else is coming up. Let me grab some cards. Okay, so we have grace and miracles. Oh, beautiful. So I do feel right now that you're with your focus and tension and your heightened intuition, because the veil is really, really thin around this time of year, and ancestors and other spirit forms try to connect with us intuitively and otherwise. So I think a lot of synchronicities are coming your way that are going to offer you this grace, balance, and quietude internally, mentally, and spiritually. And everything is going to seem like miracles. All these beautiful little nuances and things that come along, these little interactions with people. You're going to find you're kind of like a magic sprite out there. Like, children are going to smile at you. Dogs and animals are going to be drawn to you. You're going to be exuding this very, very light energy of grace, which is kind of like when you get in that zone where you are listening to spirit, where you're restful, and you kind of just exude this beautiful, warm, connective energy to the universe. And therefore it makes you like a magnet to animals. Are very sensitive. Children, they smile, they feel relaxed, they feel really good around you. There's a component to that kind of majesty that hits us every once in a while. And it's so nice. Yeah, see, this really goes with it too. The Queen of Wands. You're going to be very elevated in your passions too. Like, not only that, but people being passionate towards you. I already feel like you have some people in your workplace, school, or on the periphery that are attracted to you, and they're going to start to make a move towards that, because you have this beautiful moon, smoke and shadows kind of energy around that, where it's romance, where it's really like Diana, very just, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just fiery, passionate, beautiful kind of energy. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, this is really powerful with two queens hitting this Queen of Cups. It's because also your emotional state, you feel fulfilled. You feel like your cup runneth over. You feel like you're endowed with a lot of beauty, grace, balance. So you don't need anything. It's one of those things where you realize, I don't need a damn thing. Like, materialistically, all set. All those things that I think I need, a knew this and knew that, imagined, just the ego talking. But when you dig deep into your soul and you look really for that kind of moon energy, that wistful thing that says, I have art all around me, I have beauty, I have all this stuff, I don't need materialistic things. What I would like to do is soak in some kind of new knowledge, this and all of that. And it makes you very kind of ethereal and above the fray, above the heavy 3D. And again, people are very attracted to that energy because it's very restful and it's very healing. So you're going to find a few people like, hey, can I get you a coffee? Hey, surprising you in little ways. I feel like a couple of you guys have your birthday coming up, at the end of October and the beginning of November, and people will surprise you with gifts for that. That they're really having like this kind of restful eye on you. Like, that's somebody to watch out for. That person's got something. Like, you really have this gorgeous joie de vivre, and people are noticing that. So you'll probably be getting a little, hints from people, and they're just going to be like doing kind gestures towards you, and it's going to make you feel really good, because I feel like naturally you're the giver. So when all of a sudden people are like, oh, here, I got you some donuts. I'm going to go do this. Would you like that? Surprising you at home. Just being giving, because now it is your time to receive. Definitely. You've elevated in this beautiful queen double, you're doubling up, where you have passion for what you're doing. So you're so focused on that, and you have this lovely intention set for success, and just being, riding this wave of feeling really good, that it's very contagious. So people are going to be very drawn to you. So that is really beautiful energy, group 2. Love and light to you. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. I adore the moon energy, because I feel like it's the potential, the possibilities are unlimited when it comes to this kind of energy, because it's a huge vista. It's basically the world is your oyster. What do you want to do today? Focus on that and you can go get it. You know, that really miracles time, like, wow, like a portal has opened for you, and your angels, your guides, everybody is helping you on this journey to succeed in a huge, huge way. Group 2. So beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And thank you guys for all your beautiful comments daily. And thank you for the gorgeous feedback on all your reads, your private reads. I'm really glad you're enjoying them. You guys are just the absolute best. So thanks again. And all the links again are down below. That little gray arrow brings you to everything. My Etsy store with all my crystals and jewelries and goodies. The Goddess Provisions box. I think it's only a couple more days for the sensuality box, which was so, so good. The link's there as well. So yeah, just take a look at it. It's off the hook. Gorgeous. I love this stone too, right? It's like an ice cube, like a purple ice cube. I love it. So now we're into number 3, the Healing Temple of Lunar Light. Life cycles, energy healing, and communication. Again, this group, I feel like when you chose this, there is some really beautiful healing energy that's not only working on you right now, but also that you're exuding out to other people. Again, you know, you're going to have people that want to get close to you and talk to you, and you feel like, you know, why are you trying to, you know, horn in on all my time? It's simply that you are providing them with this light. They're feeling a little heavier, and it's not like they're trying to be parasitic or like succubus. You are just, you're giving them sustenance right now. And, you know, it's like when you're in a good mood, that's highly contagious for other people. They just want to be close to you because you're kind of like a light in a dark space for them right now. So just know that you're having this healing energy, and that's all. That's why you're attracting these people that want to get close to you. You also have the lullaby. Is this not like ridiculously gorgeous? Look at that. I love string instruments so much. It's like one day my hope to teach myself, because I can't read musical notes. I'll have to do it through feeling, to play either the cello or the violin. And I'm going to have Eleni paint it. Oh yeah. So this is about restoration, dreams, rhythms, and lullaby. As dusk arrives, we notice a cello player about to play a lullaby to welcome the sleep we need so dearly. The cycles of the day and night, light and dark, orchestrate our natural sleep rhythms. We give so much during the day that nighttime is when we recover. On this instrument, we can see the moon and stars. They are guardians of our dreams tonight. Rest with nature's lullaby blowing gently through the window. Tomorrow, wake to all the days of your lives. So I definitely feel like a lot of you are night owls. I know particularly that I push hard during the day. And when I decide to shut off and sit down and get my bed and start making jewelries and designing and writing and working on the oracle deck that Eleni and I are putting together, all of these things, I can capture all this magic in the evening because I feel like it's a restful phase. I've completed my tasks of the day. I feel no more rush. I feel like time slows down in the evening. So comment down below if you feel like that too. If your energy is much more creative in the evening, you feel more restful, right? I slow way down at night, but creative wise, I speed way up. So it's a nice combination where I can be the opposite during the day. You know, I'm task oriented during the day, but I like to get down to business, where at night I'm like, I like to have that dreamy state. And I definitely feel like you're going to have this beautiful, you're going to come to like some easy solutions with things in the evening when you're just sort of like spitballing certain things and taking it easy. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Again, all you guys getting these beautiful approaches from people. You see this Knight of Wands. This is one particular new individual that's coming in very, very quickly. Funnily enough, I feel like it's going to be a matter of days. This person is going to just come on the scene, either at work, in your school, on social media, something in your family, somebody introduce you. And this person is very, very impassioned, and they're bold, and they're funny, and they're unique and quirky. And this is your special person that's just coming in, and it's like you get introduced to them. You don't have to do anything, and all of a sudden something just clicks. There's this energy exchange, and you're like, wow, you know, it's one of those things where they're like absolutely infatuated with you, and vice versa. I feel like it kind of clicks for them first, and they're just like, and you feel that warmth, you feel their eyes, and you feel that attention, you feel that, and it just kind of like permeates right through you, and you feel that exchange. It's such a wonderful thing. And again, it's leading towards part of this thing, you kind of have this bridled, untapped energy of good fortune that's starting to like work like a geyser. I'm seeing like an oil geyser where all of a sudden these good ideas come pouring out, all these good intentions with everything good energy, creating money for you, creating abundance for you, creating a wealth of really good friendships and camaraderie, and you getting on really well with people because you're just not bothered. It's hilarious. Like, you are just not bothered. Somebody could say something to you that a few weeks ago might have set you off, but you're like, you know what? I'm trigger free, bitches. I'm trigger free. I don't have a time for that. I'm busy being happy. I've got, my love goblet is getting filled up. I am making my pennies. I am focused on the dream. And guess what derails us? Jealousy, envy, petty garbage. So you're not playing anymore. You're like, da-da, I'm queen on the chessboard. I'm not that little weird thing, rook, that goes only one little duh, and is, so vulnerable. You are like, I've got this, because you're absolutely focused. You feel the love. You're feeling this. You're streamlining stuff. What really matters? What is total refuse and garbage? And you're letting that dead wood just fall away, and you're blossoming like, whoa, I get it now. When I focus on all the good stuff, more comes. I get results. I feel good. I feel light. And, it's like you're just going to be feeling so confident. Like, what is going on? You just like, you like Super Mario Kart, like all of a sudden you're at the finish line where you collect the coin of confidence, where you're like, why was I making this such a big deal? Why did I think this was hard? When I realized, when I look out for my best interest, but I be graceful and wonderful and warm about it, yet I don't get derailed or sidelined by any kind of silliness or garbage. I don't take things personally, and I just devise a schedule that works for me. So I'm having burnout. I don't feel over obliged to people, because that can, breed resentment. You just feel cool and calm like a cucumber, and you're like, all right, I got this next, and you're just checking your list off with ease, but you're also implementing self-care, which is important. Good diet, taking a good bubble bath here and there, going to the gym. You're starting to look after yourself. You're elevating, you're feeling good, and now you're receptive for this love and all this good things. So your infatuation is coming in the phase of life. You have this love interest, yes, but you're infatuated with the success that just keeps barreling towards you, because now you accept it. You know that you are worthy of good things. You know that what you offer to the world has high value, and now you're just basking in the sunlight. You're in Saint-Tropez, like, thank you. It's all about like love, womanhood, passion, seduction, satisfaction, passage, journeys, great experiences. It's wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. All these new perspectives are just going to catapult you into the stratosphere. It's wonderful, Group 3. Oh my God, I love that so much. I'm like starting to sweat. I'm schwitzing over here. It's marvelous, darlings. I love that so much. So beautiful energy, Group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my linkazoids are down below. If you need a private read or any of that gear, I have a whole bunch of stuff. Come see me on Instagram too if you haven't already. I do daily posts and memes. We have such great conversations over there. It's, it's really good to start your day just with good news, right? And I make that a really, really important component to all my postings over there. So love and light.